Alright everyone, welcome back to another video. Today this is going to be a Resimulating Survivor 41. I was not expecting New Era to be out this early, but, or this close to the Winners at War release. But here we are. It is literally like a week, 2 weeks maybe, since it released. Oh, it was last week. Literally like less than 2 weeks, pretty much. Which is insane. That's cool. So, I guess I will be running through this. I literally just learned about this like a couple minutes ago. And I decided to record a video. So, here we go. Yeah, Survivor 41. Yeah, Ua and Yasa. I think that's what it's called. Yasa? Yazi? I don't know. We'll see. Alright, let's get into it. The marooning. Each tribe must race to collect boat paddles scattered around the ship deck to 6 different spots. Once they have all 6 of their paddles, they must jump off and swim to their tribe's boat. Once on board and on clip, they must then paddle out and around a buoy, come back and grab the flint dangling on a rope on the edge of the ship. The first to grab flint wins. Luvu wins reward. They also win the pot, machete, and the flint. As losers, Ua and Yasa must complete the Savvy or Sweat challenge to earn its supplies. Ua chooses the Savvy. The tribe will have one guest to count the number of triangles in a rain teaser. Ua counts the triangles correctly and successfully earns its supplies. Yasa chooses the Sweat challenge. 2 members will use pots to fill a barrel with seawater. Yasa chooses Voce and Xander. They successfully fill the barrel with seawater and earn Yasa tribe its supplies. So yeah, obviously this is a lot of very new era, because it is the new era now. And yeah, it's going to be kind of interesting to see what happens here. I mean, this is definitely going to be, it's going to be interesting to see how this is implemented into the code and stuff. I'm very excited to see what happens here. So, and I guess maybe I'll give you my thoughts on 49 towards the end of the video, maybe. So far it's pretty, it's fine, I guess, but yeah. Alrighty, but alright, let's do it. Lumu try. Beware advantage is currently hidden, and there are no alliances yet. And same thing for Ua, and same thing for Yasa. Alright, the journey. Each tribe is instructed to choose one member to get on a boat to go on a journey where they would make a decision. The 3 representatives meet at a private summit. Deshawn, Jeannie, and Tiffany do not interact much. Each representative must make a public decision between protecting and risking their votes for an advantage. If all of them choose to risk their votes, they would all lose their vote at the next tribal count, and so they attended. If there is a split decision, only those who chose to risk their votes would receive an advantage. So, Deshawn protects his vote, Jeannie risks her vote for an advantage, and Tiffany also risks her vote for the advantage. So Jeannie and Tiffany receive an advantage. It is an extra vote which can be secretly used to place an extra vote at Tribal Council. There we go. Next we get to the immunity challenge. And oh yeah, because there's two eliminations in this. But yeah. Alright, we have I'm not gonna run I'm not gonna run through the immunity challenges and what they are, to be honest. I'll just tell you who wins and loses and stuff like that. Ua tribe wins immunity and they keep their flint. Luvu must surrender their flint and can only win it back if they win the next immunity challenge. Yasa tribe must also surrender their flint. And can only win it back after the next immunity challenge. So, yeah, punishment for losing. Give me your flint. All right, so Luvu, Nasir, and Sydney find something in common. Genie has the extra vote power. So, yep. Ricard and Shan have a minor disagreement. Sounds very apt for this. JD and Shan have a minor disagreement. So Shan's basically already causing chaos, having disagreements with the people. That sounds about right. Yasa tribe. Tiffany has the extra vote power. Voce and Xander bond strongly. Voce and Evie have a minor disagreement, and Voce and Tiffany bond strongly, and it has a lasting impact. So we got alliance with a strength of 6 of David, Voce, Tiffany, and Xander. Abraham Recicanto restores energy. Alright, for the Luvu Tribal Council, 6 castaways have a shot in the dark. A shot in the dark allows its holder to sacrifice their vote for a 1 in 6 chance of immunity. The last time a shot in the dark can be used is Final 7. It is time to vote. If anyone would like to play an immunity idol or an advantage, now's the time. Deshaun has used the shot in the dark, and he will not vote. He reveals the scroll. Safe. Any votes cast against Deshaun will not count. So here we go. As Deshaun is now safe. Here we go. First vote. Deshaun does not count. Deshaun does not count. Deshaun does not count. Sydney. 1 vote, Sydney. First person voted out. Sydney. 2 votes. That's enough. Sydney. Tribe has spoken. It's kind of interesting because Sydney's on challenge right now. Alright, let's see who voted for who here. Danny voted for Sydney. Erica voted for Sydney. Heather voted for Deshaun. Nasir voted for Deshaun. And Sydney voted for Deshaun. So, yeah, good for Deshaun. He saved knocked some votes off there. Alright, Yasa tribe. And I'm not gonna read the shot in the dark thing anymore. But, so Tiffany has the extra vote power. No one has an immunity island. Or Evie plays it, and it lands on not safe. So any votes cast against Evie will not count. Will still count or what. So, yeah. First vote. Oh. Liana also uses her shot in the dark if she's not safe. Okay. Interesting. First vote. Abraham. Evie. Abraham's voted out. Wow. Dude. First boot. I guess kind of second. I don't know. I kind of count it as a first boot. But I guess you're the 4 Voce voted for Abraham. Abraham voted for Evie. Tiffany voted for Abraham. And Xander voted for Abraham. There you go. Alright. Episode 2. There we go. Ooh, Erica finds the Luvu tribe at BOAir advantage. This is a hidden immunity idol, but it is powerless until all 3 holders say a secret phrase at an immunity challenge. The phrase for Luvu tribe is "I'm confused as a goat on AstroTurf." Until it is converted into a hidden immunity idol, the holder will not be able to vote at Tribal Council. If it is not converted to a full idol by the time their finder makes merge, the BOAir advantage is forever dead. So, alright, so there we go with that. So Genie still has the extra vote. And we still got this 6th level strength, or strength 6 going on well. Erica tries doing the advantage thing. No one knows what she's talking about. Alright. Yasa wins immunity. They also win in their flint and fishing kit. Ua wins immunity. They also win a fishing kit. They keep their flint. Luvu still does not have flint. For coming in first place, Yasa can select one member of Luvu to attend the journey. They must also select one member of either Yasa and Ua. So Yasa chooses Danny, and Yasa tribe also chooses Liana. All right, there we go. So the journey, they have a private summit. They don't interact much. Each representative must public decision protecting and risking their votes for an advantage. If all of them choose to risk their votes, they would lose their vote at next tribal council. If there's a split decision, only those who chose to risk their votes would receive an advantage. Danny risks his vote, and Liana risks their vote. So Danny and Liana lose their votes. They both lose their votes. Interesting. Okay. Danny so they have lost their. Oh my God! Danny and Erica both lose their votes. Wow. So Erica is impressing the rest of the tribe. Oh, we got a level 5 strength alliance of Danny, Deshawn, Erica, and Heather. So that's cool. Shannon finds a beware advantage. It's basically the same thing from earlier, but the phrase is this time, I didn't realize till now broccoli is just a bunch of small trees. I can believe it. Ricardo and Shan bond strongly, and Jeannie and Shan bond strongly. Brad is impressing the rest of the tribe, and we got this alliance of Brad, Jeannie, JD, and Sarah. Very interesting. Oh, Shan no longer has a vote, I guess. Abby finds the beware advantage. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Alright, her phrase is, I truly believe that butterflies are dead relatives saying hi. Wow. What an interesting phrase that is. Like it's it's not from the original season now, is it? But it is. Yeah. Alright, Vince. Xander is impressing the rest of the tribe. Liana and Xander find something in common. Voce and Xander find something in common. And Liana joins this alliance of David, Tiffany, and Xander. So it's an alliance of 4 now. Okay. Alright, Lulu Tribal Council. So Danny has lost a vote, and Erica has the beware advantage, so she can't vote. Infinite has to not only want to play, now would be the time to do so. Nasir uses shot in the dark, and so he can't vote. He's not safe. Any votes cast against Nasir will not count. I'll read the votes. First vote, Nasir. Third person voted out, Nasir with 2 votes. That's insane. So Deshawn and Heather voting for Nasir there. Wow, that's kind of insane there. And so that's obviously something that can probably happen, right? With the 3-tribe format here. And we just got this alliance going strong here. And now we're in episode 3, by the way. So, yep. Things seem to be going well. And, yeah. This is a level 7 alliance. So, that's interesting. Alright, the journey. An envelope is hidden on each tribe with a note instructing the finder to sneak out of their camps at night. Deshawn finds the note for Luvu. Jeannie finds the note for Ua. And Tiffany finds the note for Yasa. The 3 tribe representatives meet at a private summit. Deshawn, Jeannie, and Tiffany do not interact much. Each representative must make a public decision choosing between choosing a tarp for their tribe or a vote steal for themselves. If all choose a tarp, they will each receive a tarp. If they unanimously choose a vote steal, they would lose their votes. In a split decision, those who use tarp would get nothing, but those who chose a steal vote would attain one. Deshawn chooses steal vote. Jeannie chooses vote steal. And Tiffany chooses the tarp. So Jeannie and Deshawn both get the vote steal. So that's interesting. The immunity challenge. They all say their phrases. I can't believe it. The player advantages are now converted into full idols. He also wins immunity, and they also win fruit. And Ua also wins immunity. So Levo's heading back to tribal. We'll see what happens now. This is a very kind of interesting, you know. Deshawn has the vote steal power. Erica still has the immunity. Now has a full idol. Danny and Deshawn have a minor disagreement. It has a lasting impact. Ooh-ah. Ricard's impressing the rest of the tribe. Jeannie and JD have a major fight. Oh no. It has a lasting impact. And JD leaves the alliance of Brad, Jeannie, JD, and Sarah. So JD's out of that alliance. And a new alliance forms of Brad, JD, and Ricard. So is Brad basically just like leaving that alliance then? I wonder. We'll kind of have to wait and see. So Evie and Xander have a small fight. Voce and Liana bond strongly, and Liana and Tiffany bond strongly. Tribal Council. If anyone has an island on one planet, we don't do so. Danny is shot in the dark. Doesn't? Oh, so Erica can vote now because okay. Erica uses her idol, and what's cast against Erica will not count. Oh, Danny's landed on safe, so he is also safe. I'll read the votes. All right, first vote. Danny does not count. Danny does not count. Danny does not count. There is a tie and a revote. Those in the tie will not vote. Well, let's know what. Let's use the original vote. So it has to be between Heather and Deshawn. Okay, so here we go. First vote, Deshawn. Heather. Fourth person voted out. Deshawn. Okay, interesting. Deshawn Travis spoken. So Deshawn voted for Danny the first time. He voted for Heather on the revote. Ooh. Wait. But Deshawn can't vote, right? Because they could only vote for each other, right? This is interesting. Heather didn't lose her vote, though. Like, obviously this came into effect kind of... Like, Deshawn's out, right? So, like, he can't. Erica voted for Danny, and she voted for Deshawn. And, like... So, like, Heather wouldn't be able to vote for Deshawn, right? That's kind of interesting. I feel like there's maybe a glitch in that one. Like, is that supposed to be a thing? Interesting. So episode 4, got these advantages going on here. Jeannie has 2 advantages, so got this alliance of Brad, Jeannie, and Lucera still at strength 6, and the Brad, JD, and Ricard alliance is at 6 as well. And Yasa got this alliance of strength 7th going good there. Reward actually. Yasa wins reward. Ua wins reward. They win assistance from a local survival expert named Nathan. I can't believe it. And Ua wins 1 fish. Wow, what amazing. Immunity challenge. Yasa wins and Ua wins immunity. Okay. So Lulu's going back to travel. Danny finds an idol. Okay, Erica has a major meltdown. Danny and Heather find something in common as the lasting impact. Heather has a major meltdown. Heather gets into an altercation and is ejected from the game. That is so funny. You would never expect that. Heather out of everyone. What? This is insane. Brad and Ricard bond strong slightly, and JD and Brad have this small alliance. Okay, I don't know if that's gonna ever. I feel like that alliance is gonna break apart. I don't think we'll see that soon. So Voce has a major meltdown. Tiffany and Xander have a major fight, and Xander leaves the alliance of Tiffany, Liana, and Voce. Wow. Heather is no longer in the game. Tribal Council is a council. That's fucking hilarious, actually. There's only 2 people left in this tribe. Like, it's kind of insane. Alright, Lou. We can only vote for each other. Let's see how this goes. How is this alliance still going well? If like Brad and JD had a major fight, right? This alliance is still going good there. Xander obviously left, right? So immunity challenge, Yasa wins, Ua wins. So Yasa also wins a large tarp and rope, and the Ua wins the smaller tarp. And they're going back to tribal. For coming in first place, Yasa can select one tribe member of Luvu to attend in the journey. They must also select one member of either Yasa or Ua. Erica goes, and Yasa and Voce goes. There we go. Interesting. Okay, the journey. So Erica and Voce are on it. They have an argument. Okay. Each representative must make a public decision between protecting and risking their votes. If they choose to risk their votes, they would all lose their vote at the next tribal council they attend. If they split only those who choose to risk their votes would receive an advantage. Erica risks her vote for an advantage, and so they both lose their vote. So Erica's screwed then, right? Erica's screwed. Like, she's automatically out, right? Because Danny can only vote for Erica. However, I'm interested, is this going to make these two, Danny and Erica, go out in fire making? Because there are only 2 people left on this tribe, right? So, like, is it going to be a Palau situation like what happened with Stephanie and Bobby John? Okay, interesting. So they're bonding strongly. I feel like they also have a minor disagreement. Obviously, we'll see what happens. This is kind of interesting. Jeannie and Sarah have a minor disagreement. Brad and Ricard have a minor disagreement. And Brad leaves this alliance of JD Ricard. So obviously, I feel like that was destined to happen. Like, were JD and Brad having a disagreement. So Voce doesn't have a vote anymore, but he does have an idol. Well, Liana still has her. Liana lost her vote, right? So Tiffany has the extra vote. Xander has a major meltdown. Voce and Xander have a small fight. Evie rests a cat to restore their energy. All right. Tribal Council. One shot in the dark. It's time to vote. Okay, obviously Erica is voted out. Okay, because like, it would be by default, right? Like if they weren't. So let's say this is an actual case. Like I don't think they would actually end up voting, right? Because like Erica's the only person who could be voted for, right? So like she would just get to tribal council and she's auto out, right? Unless like Danny uses the his shot in the dark. But I wonder, like, would Jeff reveal that? Right? I would like to know that. This is kind of interesting. Or would they just go to fire? Like, obviously, if these two, like, if Erica didn't lose her vote, and they would go to fire, right? But now that, like, but now that Erica lost the vote, obviously Danny can only vote for Erica, and so Erica's out. Out. So that's kind of an interesting one. Are they going to make... What else? So, like, Lulu went to tribal basically every round, right? And Danny's the only one left. Okay. Yeah. That would be surreal, honestly. Alright, so Brad, Jeannie, and Sarah have this alliance of strength 6. JD and Ricard have their alliance of strength 9. So we got that going on, and we got this alliance of strength 6 going on here. Earn the merge. The final 12 players will be divided into two teams of 5 if by random draw. One team will also win an individual immunity, a spot in the merge tribe, and the merge feast. All players will attend tribal council, and only the members of the losing team are eligible to be voted out. Immunity challenge. So team 1 consists of David, Evie, Ricard, Sarah, and Xander. Team 2 consists of Brad, Danny, Jeannie, JD, and Shan. And then Liana and Tiffany are the odd players out and will not compete for immunity. Team 2 wins immunity, a spot on the merge tribe, and the merge feast. They must pick between Liana and Tiffany to join them immune at the merge feast. Whoever who does not get selected will be sent into Exile Island. They choose Tiffany, so Liana is going to exile. So this is a nomination, guys. Merge tribe or in the merge tribe. Let's see what. So Danny has the idol. Voce doesn't have a vote. Evie has an idol. Jeannie has an extra vote and a steal vote. Shan has an idol. Tiffany has an extra vote. Voce and Jeannie have a small fight. Voce and Jeannie have a small fight. JD and Ricard find something in common. Sarah and Shan bond strongly. And we have this Earn the Merge Alliance that is formed. Oh my goodness. Of Brad, Evie, JD, Ricard, and Sarah. This like JD and Brad being together again. That's kind of interesting, right? Because they were fighting, right? Exile Island. She is presumed with the hourglass. Oh my god, I can't believe it. She may destroy the hourglass and revert the events of the challenge, stripping the winning team's immunity. Liana and the members of the losing team would be given individual immunity. Instead, the members of the winning team would be forced to compete in the immunity challenge. What did Liana decide? In episode 7. Alright, okay. And so we got all these stuff going on here. Voce and Tiffany have a strength 8 alliance. Brad, Jeannie, Sarah have a strength 7. JD and Ricard have a strength 9. And a strength 5 of this alliance of Brad, Evie, JD, Ricard, and Sarah. So I think this alliance is going to break up. Liana decides to destroy the hourglass and reverse the challenge results. Liana and losing team are now immune from their vote. From the vote, the winning team and Tiffany are now vulnerable and will compete. Eat for immunity. Brad wins immunity. And alright, Brad and Liana find something in common, and Danny and Shan bond slightly. I thought it said had a fight or something. So 9 castaways have shot in the dart. Brad, Voce, Evie, Liana, Ricard, Sarah, and Xander have immunity necklaces. Wow. Voce and Liana have lost their votes. Jeannie has the extra vote. Tiffany has an extra vote. Shan has an immunity idol. Evie has an idol. Jeannie has a steal vote. And Danny has an idol. And Tiffany has an extra vote. And Tiffany will vote one extra time. Okay. Wait, I want to go back. Does it say that for the other? Oh, so she plays it, right? Okay. Okay, first vote. Tiffany, JD, Shan, Tiffany, JD, Shan. 3 votes Shan, 3 votes Tiffany, 2 votes JD. Tiffany, 4 votes Tiffany, 3 votes Shan, 2 votes JD. And Tiffany's voted out. Alright, let's see who voted for who here. Brad voted for Tiffany, Danny voted for Shan, Evie voted for Shan, Jeannie voted for Tiffany, JD voted for Shan, Ricard voted for Tiffany, Sarah voted for Tiffany, Shan voted for Tiffany, Tiffany voted for JD, Xander voted for Tiffany, and Tiffany voted for JD. There we go. And then we're on the Viacana tribe. Alright, we have the Strength 7 alliance of Brad, Jeannie, and Sarah going on. The JD and Ricard alliance, Strength 9. I think this alliance here is going to break apart, to be honest. It's Strength 5, and that's kind of low, isn't it? Reward Challenge. Group 1 consists of Evie, Jeannie, Liana, Ricard, and Xander. Group 2 is Brad, Danny, JD, Sarah, and Chantel. Voce does not compete. There is a secret advantage hidden at the sit-out bench. Voce finds the secret advantage. It is the knowledge is power, which can be used to steal another player's advantage or idol. Well, Group 2 wins reward. They also win grilled cheese sandwiches and potato chips. Alright, immunity challenge. Danny sits out for... it's the poor... Okay. Additionally, if one cast agreed to forfeit their chance at immunity, they would receive a single serving of rice. If multiple castaways agreed to forfeit their chance at immunity, the tribe will vote. Okay, I gotta step out for a sec. I'll be right back. So. Alright, sorry about that. If multiple castaways agree to forfeit their chance at immunity, the tribe would receive 3 votes, or 3 days worth of rice. Danny sits out for individual portion of rice. Jeannie wins immunity. So no one else sat out. Interesting. So Voce has the knowledge is power now, so that's kind of interesting. Jeannie and Sarah have a small fight. Sarah and Ricard find something in common. The Strength 5 alliance. Oh, we got this alliance of Danny, Voce, Liana, Shan, and Xander. And so this is a new alliance. It's Strength 5. I don't know how long this is going to stay. That's probably not going to be a good alliance. Alrighty. Okay, Voce uses his knowledge of power on Evie. He asks if Evie has an idol. They do. The Yasa hidden in the idol now belongs to Voce. Genie uses her extra vote and he was cast again. It is time to vote. If anyone has an idol and you want to play it, now, or an advantage, and if anyone has it, you know what? Let's go to that top. The whole thing. All right, it is time. Okay, Jeff, I have an advantage here. The knowledge is power, and it basically allows me to steal an idol or an advantage. Can I play it? Sure. Which now I can confirm this is a real advantage. Who advantage do you want to see? Evie, do you have an idol? Ooh, Evie's idol. I do have an idol. Alright, Evie, you must give your idol to Voce. So, Voce's idol now belongs to... Alright, Jeez. Jeff. Now Janie's gonna Jeff, I have an extra vote. I'm definitely gonna use it. Okay. Extra vote in. Alright, it is time to vote. Genie, you're up. If anyone has an idol and you want to play, if anyone has an idol or an advantage, if anyone has an advantage or an idol and you want to play it, now would be the time to do so. Jeff. I have this idol. I'm playing it for Danny. This is a hidden mini idol. Any votes cast against Danny will not count. Jeff. I will also be playing this idol for Shan. This is a hidden immunity idol. Any votes cast against Shan will not count. I'll read the votes. First vote, Danny does not count. 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 Brad, one vote Brad. Brad, two votes Brad. Seventh person voted out and the first member of the jury. Brad. Three, that's enough. Need to bring in a torch. Brad, Travis spoken. So that's kind of interesting there. I just kind of needed to do the Jeff voice there. I'm sorry. Alright, so Brad voted for Danny. Danny voted for Brad. Voce voted for Brad. Evie voted for Danny. Janie voted for Danny. JD voted for Danny. Liana voted for Brad. Ricard voted for Danny. Sarah voted for Danny. Shan voted for Brad. Xander voted for Brad. Jeannie voted for Danny. Okay, there we go. So now to final 10. This is I believe the split travel round. Okay, so we got this alliance of Jeannie and Sarah. The JD it's Ricard alliance still going good. This alliance is strength 6, Evie, JD, Ricard, and Sarah still going good. This strength 5 alliance of Danny, Voce, Liana, Shan, and Xander going good. And yeah. Alright, immunity challenge. Okay, so they're split into two teams. So this is like the split tribal, okay? So on team 1, we have Danny, Voce, JD, Sarah, and Xander. On team 2, we have Evie, Jeannie, Liana, Ricard, and Shan. Alright. Evie wins immunity, and Danny wins immunity and reward for his team. The reward is chicken and beef stew, and the right for their team to vote second. Alright. So Liana is impressing the rest of her tribe. And Evie and Liana have a small fight. Voce and Voce has the idol. JD is impressing the rest of the tribe. Danny and JD bond strongly. Ooh. Xander leaves this alliance of Danny, Voce, Liana, and Shan and Xander. So Xander's now out of the alliance. I didn't think that was alliance is going to last long. I feel like a strength 5 isn't going to last that long. And Sarah rests at camp. I thought for a second that she lost her, or she left the alliance too. All right, let's do this. It's time to vote. If anyone has an idol they want to play, now we'll be done to do so. Genius used her shot in the dark and he was cast against He is not safe. Alright, I'll read the votes. First vote, Ricard, Jeannie's voted out. Okay, there we go. It's basically unanimous, guys, except Ricard voted, or Shan voted for Ricard. Interesting. Alright, second one. Okay. Who has an island? I'm playing now. We don't do so. Voce uses his shot in the dark, and it's not safe. Any votes cast against Voce will not count. First vote, Xander. Oh, Xander uses his shot in the dark, and it's not safe. All right, so they'll still count. Votes will still count for Xander and Voce. All right, the votes. First vote, Sarah, Xander. Xander's voted out. Okay. So, Danny voted for Sarah, JD voted for Xander, and Sarah voted for Xander. Now, final 8. Alright. Oh, Shan finds an idol. Interesting. Okay, so Voce still has his idol. We got these alliances going well here. I don't think that Strength 5 alliance is going to last that long. Reward. Liana wins reward. Liana shares the reward with Danny and Voce and Shan. They win pizza and a night at the Survivor Sanctuary. And Danny wins immunity. Alright. Hold on, I want to see. What was it? I thought it for a second, I thought it said hands on a hard idol. I was like, what? There's no hands on a hard idol. This is 41. Danny and Voce bond slightly. JD and Ricard bond strongly. And has a lasting impact. And JD and Sarah have a major fight. Alright. No one has an island on play. No one's been time to do so. Shan has used her shot in the dark. It is not safe. Any votes cast against Shan will not count. I'll read the votes. First vote, Voce. Evie. Shan. Evie. Shan. Voce. Evie's voted out. Interesting. Let's see who voted for who here. Danny voted for Evie. Voce voted for Evie. Evie voted for Voce. JD voted for Shan. Liana voted for Evie. Ricard voted for Shan. Sarah voted for Voce. Interesting. Episode 11. So these alliances going on. This is a Strength 7 alliance. There. Alright. Immunity challenge. The castaway who dropped their ball first would participate in Do or Die. A game at chance at Tribal Council, so this is Do or Die. However, the castaways may opt to sit out of the challenge to avoid possibly having to participate. JD, Shan, and Danny all sit out. Ricard is eliminated first and will be subject to Do or Die at Tribal Council. Sarah wins immunity. So there is Do or Die. I kind of forgot about that. Okay, interesting. We'll see how it happens here. Voce and Liana bond slightly. Voce and Sarah bond strongly. Liana and Sarah have a minor disagreement. Interesting. We got the Sarah and Shan alliance that is formed at Strength 7. Okay, so Ricard, subjected to Do or Die. He must select one of 3 boxes. If he selects the box with the fire symbol, he is safe. Ricard selects this box in the center. The box on the right is removed. It is not correct. Ricard is given the option to switch to the box on the left. He decides to switch. The symbol in the box real as fire. Work hard. You are safe. All right. It is. Okay. It is time to vote. Anyone's. No one stands. All right. The votes. First vote. JD. JD. Danny. Danny. JD. Danny. Danny's voted out. Okay. Interesting. All right, let's see who voted for who here. Danny voted for JD. JD voted for JD. JD voted for Danny. Liana voted for JD. Ricard voted for Danny. Sarah voted for Danny. Shan voted for Danny. There you go. Final 6. Things seem to be going fine. I feel like the Strength 5 Alliance, once again, should be collapsing soon. I'm kind of surprised it hasn't. Roar Challenge. So you have a Group 1, which consists of Liana, Sarah, Shan. Group 2 is Vote, JD, Ricard. Group 1 wins reward. They win grilled chicken, broccoli, or cake, and cookies, and candy. Oh, they can choose. Okay. They choose the grilled chicken and broccoli. And Liana wins immunity. And Liana bonds slightly. Shan leaves this alliance. I knew this alliance is going to break up eventually. Alright. No one has. It's time to vote. Well, that's an island. I want to play now with the time to do so. Jeff. I'm using this idol and Sarah. Alright. Voce has played this idol. And this is an idol. Any votes cast against Sarah will not count. Jeff, I'm playing this idol for myself. This is a hidden mini idol. Any votes cast against Shan will not count. Alright, the votes. First vote. Shan does not count. Alright, wait. What's this? Alright. First vote. Shan does not count. Shan does not count. Shan does not count. Shan does not count. JD. One vote JD. One vote left. 12th person voted out. 6th member of the jury. JD. 2 votes, that's enough. Need to bring a torch. JD, Travis spoken. Final 5 taken to a new breach where they start over. Alright, let's see who voted for who here. Voce voted for Shan. JD voted for Shan. Liana voted for Shan. Ricard voted for Shan. Sarah voted for JD. Shan voted for JD. There we go. Finale part 1. Ricard finds an idol. Ricard and Sarah have the Strength 6 alliance. David and Voce and Liana have a Strength 8 alliance, and Strength 7th alliance for Sarah and Sham. Sarah finds the challenge advantage. Final 5 castaways are given a word puzzle, a tree mill. It must be unscrambled. The message is yours. Treasure hangs where the trees love to dance, leading castaways to find a secret advantage of the landmark of their new camp. Sarah finds a challenge advantage. Sarah wins immunity, and she shares her reward of steak and with veggies, bread, and wine with Sarah, or with Sham. Okay. Ricard and Sham find something in common. Alright. I'm going to house an island. I want to play now. Would be a time to do so. Ricard plays this. Jeff, I'm playing this idol for myself. This is a hidden mini idol, and if it's cast against Ricard, it will count. I'll read the votes. First vote. Liana. Shan. Liana's voted out. Okay. There we go. So Voce voted for Shan. Liana voted for Shan. Ricard voted for Liana. Sarah voted for Liana, and Shan voted for Liana. And part 2, we have final 4. We got these alliances going well. So basically, so Sarah has 2 alliances. Good for her. Sarah Wilson. Sarah wins immunity, and Ricard has a major meltdown. Sarah must grant one other player. She grants safety to Shan. So, and then Voce and Ricard go to fire making. Voce wins. Ricard is eliminated. Okay, so we have a final 3 now of Voce, Sarah, and Shan. What a final 3. We got a Canadian in there. We got Sarah Wilson, who's good. Voce. I really like Voce. I wish Voce went further. I was kind of sad when he voted out back then. Alright, and then we got this jury here of 8. So let's see what happens. Let's wait for the winner to be revealed. Alright, first vote. Shan. Voce. 1 vote Shan, 1 vote Voce. Sarah. 1 vote Sarah, 1 vote Voce, 1 vote Shan. Shan. 2 votes Shan. 1 vote Voce, 1 vote Sarah. Voce. Voce. 3 votes Voce, 2 votes Shan, 1 vote Sarah. The winner of Survivor 41. Voce is the winner. I can't believe it. I guess maybe it's because of the knowledge power. All right, let's see who voted for who here. So Brad voted for Sarah. Danny voted for Voce. Evie voted for Shan. Jeannie voted for Shan. JD voted for Voce. Liana voted for Voce. Ricard voted for Voce. And Xander voted for Voce. So Voce is now a Survivor winner. So that's interesting. JD wins the Fan Favorite Award. I can't believe it. And there we go. So that's it. Let's see. Who got the most votes? Danny got the most votes, and Shan was second in most votes. So, yeah, there we go. Sarah winning most challenges. That's kind of interesting. And I guess we'll do a resimulate. You know what? Let's see what happens. I'm not going to run through the whole thing. I just want to see who would win the second time around. Shit. So the final 3 this time around: Evie, Jeannie, and Sarah. Sarah's back in the final 3, guys. And Sarah wins. Oh my goodness! Wow, Sarah wins. I can believe it. Interesting. We did this for the winners at War 1, so I figured JD won a fan favorite to win again. All right, let's look at the placements for the second one here. So Brad was first boot this year. Oh my God, look. So Liv was basically just a disaster tribe in this. Like, oh my God. Did anyone get the Isles found? So Erica, Evie, and JD and Sarah found Isles as well. And Tiffany got both votes. Okay, interesting. So there we go. That is going to be it for this Survivor 41. I'm wondering if like he's going to like pump out 42 next. So maybe if that comes around, I'll do that. Do Resimulating 42. But for now, that's 41. So we'll go from there. Maybe he'll do some Resimulating Big Brothers. Maybe Resimulating Australian Survivor. I don't know really the order of what I'm going to do. If 42 comes out, though, I will definitely do that one. But there we go. 49 thoughts, I guess, quickly before I go. I'm okay. I'm happy. I'm decently hopeful for the season. I do, unfortunately, know the winner. I was spoiled. I'm not going to say who it was, but if you know 50 spoiler, you can definitely, if you know who the 49 people are on the 50 cast, I'm sure you can probably infer it from there. But that's basically what I'm saying there. You could say, if you know things about 50, you might be able to figure out spoilers. But there we go. Either way, that's where I'm going to leave it today. Thank you for watching.